Hey, this is Charles Onyett with IGN. I'm here with Anthony Gallegos.
Hello.
And we are playing Hawken, which just went into open beta. There have been a couple closed beta sessions, but now you can play it. So if you've wanted to play this game, now is the time. You can just go over to the Hawken site and download the game and kind of jump in. So what you're looking at here is just kind of the starter mech. This is a free-to-play game, so if you played free-to-play games before, you'll notice a familiar resource loadout up top. The meteor points are the
paid-for currency?
Yeah, that's what you actually need to pay real money for, and then you've got your virtual currency. And with those, with virtual currency and with real money, you can buy new mechs, and you can see each sort of comes with a weapon loadout here. Sharpshooter, more effective at distance, and then you've got, where's the flat cannon guy?
Man, they look so much cooler than your starting mech.
They really do. My starting mech looks like somebody slammed a really old television into the top of it, or a microwave, which it actually says in the description too, screen head, TV mech, or microwave. Nice detail though, they've got like the windshield wiper there. You can actually see the space where the wiper would have cleared some of the dirt along the screen.
I like the aesthetic of the mechs. They all have like a vaguely like World War II era aesthetic to me for some reason.
They're ugly mechs.
Yeah.
It's not. They're designed to be functional, not necessarily cool looking. Although these guys do look pretty cool.
Oh wow.
These are some of the bigger ones that have a lot more explosives strapped to them. Although they almost look more like construction vehicles than they do like vehicles of war.
Yeah, and I like the scale of the mechs in this game too. You can see the human guy standing next to it.
Yeah.
He's as tall as its knee, so it's not like these aren't the gigantic behemoth mechs of other games.
Yeah, they're not city skyscraper sized.
No.
So if they're in a city, you still have to rocket up to buildings, and that actually contributes. That's a big part of the gameplay as well, is actually moving around in between buildings. But I did want to show off with my terrible-looking starter mech here some of the ways you can customize the mech. So you can add additional primary weapons. So I have my assault rifle, which is apparently better in bursts, and then a submachine gun, which is better at close range, and it generates a low amount of heat. I'm going to stick with the assault rifle. And close that, and then what you can do is, as you level up, you'll unlock more slots here. You see I can get passive bonuses along the bottom here, so I have this radiator that gives me -5 weapon heating. And I can also buy other things for virtual currency or meteor points. So far I have 256 of this virtual currency. That's after 2 matches. I'm also level 9 after 2 matches. I don't know.
Elite skills.
No, well, I don't know how that works, but it seems like you level really fast. But I mean, it does seem like if you didn't want to spend any real money, it'll take a while to get, all this stuff and get. Looks like these just actually unlock, so you don't have to pay for those. But like if I wanted an offensive item, if I wanted an HE charge to run around with, or small deployable turrets or an EMP charge, something like that, that would cost quite a bit.
Not to mention unlocking like a new mech that you could add these things to as well. Like
yeah, exactly. I have a shield too, which is actually was unlocked from the start, so I can deploy that, and we'll see that when I get into a fight. And I also have this extinguisher. Actually, a couple kind of consumables here that can help me out on the battlefield. This one automatically cools down weapon systems when my weapons overheat. And then I can also go into upgrades. As you level, you kind of get bonuses here, so I've just been unlocking those as I go. In the body shop, you can add different parts, so if I didn't want to look like this, which I don't, I would have to pay real money. So there's no virtual currency pricing associated with these.
Sure, but they're aesthetic.
Which makes sense. And I mean, it is a first-person game, so it's not like you're going to have to stare at your mech the whole time. But you kind of look like a joke on the battlefield, which is probably a good way to get you to spend money. You can also customize other parts aside from the top section in your healer bot, and I'll explain that when I get into a match, what that guy does. Well, he heals, but specifically how, and then you can customize your booster color.
Oh man,
if you want. which I'm sure some people do want to do.
Oh, for sure.
You can adjust paint jobs. I haven't unlocked these. These are like digital camo, stuff like that. Real money, price tags associated with that. Apparently checker pink is crazy expensive. Look how expensive that is. I don't know what that breaks down to in terms of real dollars, but that's way above anything else that I've seen.
I also feel like that's going to make you stand out on the battlefield.
Yeah, I don't know if I want... Well, I mean, so you pop up on radar too, but...
Sure.
So then this is just, as you level, you get points, and you can put it into the skill trees. You've got movement, defense, and offense. I have a couple categories filled out here for offense that increase my weapon damage. These aren't huge percentage bonuses, so I'm not... I mean, this is plus 0.1... 0.16, so I'm not even getting, like, full percent bonuses here. But I'm sure, you know, they do have... some kind of effect.
Sure, I mean...
I don't know how noticeable that is.
Anyone that's played League of Legends, this is similar to the mastery system that they have there for their overall account, and these, they do make a difference by the time you get to the end, so I wouldn't be surprised if these worked similarly.
Yeah, once I level up and I can actually fill out a lot more of this. So that's kind of the basics for what you can do with your mech, and again, I haven't unlocked everything yet. I haven't been able to... equip my mech with every item that I can, just because I can't afford this stuff. But what I do have is I have my assault rifle and I have a rocket launcher, which you know, you can't rapid fire, but it'll take a while to recharge once you're in a fight. So what I'm going to do is actually hop into a match here. You can go through a walkthrough. There's a training mission. I mean, I guess it's worth going through. It doesn't take very long. There are a couple of more specialized game types here. Missile assault, where you have to sort of capture and defend territory. And then siege, which I don't think I've actually played yet. And you collect energy units to launch your battleship at the enemy base.
Actually, that sounds really cool.
But then you also just have regular deathmatch, where it's just kind of free-for-all, and team deathmatch, which I am going to jump into to show off how the gameplay actually works. And Hawken is really cool because, well, first of all, it looks great. The game's visuals are really, really well done, and it's basically like arena-style combat between two teams that's very fast-paced. So it's not like you're in this incredibly slow-moving mech that's going to take forever to get anywhere. You can dash around the battlefield. And movement becomes a very important part of keeping you alive. You're not just kind of this, you know, sitting target waiting for everything to blow you up.
Sounds like heat management is also really important.
Yeah, that comes into play with the weapons. Let's see if we can get a decent amount of players in here and get the game started up. There should be a lot of people in here. I mean, the open beta just did go live. Oh, come on, more people ready. Hit the button. This one. Look, I'm doing it. Oh my god, hit the ready button. There we go. Wastegate. Second best player in here. Okay. Oh my god. Just hit the ready button.
I really love the aesthetic of this game, though. I just think they've done such a good job of not going so sci-fi that it doesn't feel believable, which is really, I think, easy to do.
Yeah, it's kind of a more realistic edge. And the map designs also, I mean, you'll see from some of the cityscapes that they have in here, really, really well designed in terms of actual layout for a battle arena, as well as just the visual design of it, where it just does look, you know, somewhat realistic. Kind of, you know, it's this futuristic world, but it's dirty enough and beaten up enough that it doesn't seem too far removed from reality. And this is, I mean, there are other, there you go, you can see really cool backgrounds, those huge structures back there. That's not actually part of the playable map, but there are also, I mean, there are city structures. This one's kind of out in a wasteland, but there are some that are in more urban environments that are also really, really impressive.
So the most important things that you need to keep track of right now, obviously, other than enemy locations, I guess.
Yeah, which I can see up in my mini-map there. You can see red dots popping up. Those are the bad guys. So I can... There's a guy. There we go, I gotta kill him. This is the best game ever. I'm doing so well.
I like the Doppler effect of the sound, too, coming up over the hill.
But yeah, you can see the enemy kind of. I assume my weapons are overheating, so I'm gonna have some issues there. Let's see if that. Oh, unfortunate. I also dropped a little kind of health globe there that if somebody walks over, it'll help them out. But yeah, I guess I should just go over the basics of what I'm doing here. Obviously, I've got my rifle here. I've got my rocket launcher here. I have a fuel gauge, which is kind of in the bottom center of the screen, that allows me to dash around. So I'm consuming it by dashing. I'm moving quickly. This is my regular walk speed. You can see my vehicle kind of stomping side to side, and you get a nice sense of weight as you're walking. You know, I'm going straight forward, but it's presented in a way that makes it feel like I am in a mech. I'm not just, you know, some floaty thing, which I like. I really like that presentation element. Then I can also hover, like oh my god. I'm totally failing at this. No, get up.
You got it, you got it.
No, now I'm getting attacked.
Oh, nice shot.
Oh, that guy really should have moved.
Yep.
So another thing I can do, which I will demonstrate here, is side dash. So
Nice.
he just did it there.
Into a rock, though.
See if I can get him. There
Nice.
we go. So side dashing is important when you're trying to avoid rockets like that, because they're obviously slower than guns. And I am way low on health. You can see my display blinking red there. So what I can do is I hold C, and this is my health drone. And he will come out, and you can see I'm regaining health here. And what I have to give up is mobility, so that you know, I'm basically completely vulnerable in this state until he repairs me. Obviously, it also takes a while to get back to my state of full health, so you really do need to find a spot that's kind of out of the way in order to pull that off successfully, which is difficult if you're in a huge battle zone. There you get more sense of how cool the map design is. It looks like our team is kind of bunched together here. I don't think this guy really understands what's going on.
Yeah, it is a...
Stop shooting at the...
Well, open beta, he's new.
Yeah, so, I mean, some people still aren't quite sure how the game plays yet.
Oh my god.
Oh, I completely missed on that one. So I think, and I think you can actually blow these missiles up halfway through their flight path.
Oh man, that'd be tough though. Yeah, they fly pretty fast.
So I think I messed that up, but I should be able to catch this guy. You can see him sprinting.
Nice.
So I killed him. I'm
yeah.
dead because I overextended there. To use a leap term. But yeah, those little globes that are falling down will also replenish your vehicle a little bit, so you don't have to necessarily rely on trying to find a spot to heal.
Yeah,
What I like about the movement is that your fuel does seem to recharge pretty quickly, so you aren't allowed to move around pretty fast most of the time, which I thought a little too far there.
Yeah, it's cool. This is definitely you know, it already establishes itself as being very different movement-wise than something like MechWarrior Online that's obviously going to end up being a contemporary of this game.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, that's you know, another fast mech combat game, although this seems to be a little more focused on you know, just really fast-paced kind of combat.
Yeah.
I gotta get there. So I can sit up here, and while I have a second, I'm just gonna heal myself.
Man, this game really does look really good.
But yeah, the style, and again, I wish we kind of zoned into the one of the other maps that's used in rotation, some of the deathmatch stuff, but the design is really, really, really impressive. There,
nice,
so that was an example of how kind of, you know, proper movement can really make a difference, because obviously when I hit with a rocket, I'm doing a lot of burst damage. So if I can successfully navigate away from somebody, even for a couple seconds, if it gives me enough of a time window to shoot one of those rockets, and they're, you know, somewhat low on health, but higher than me, then I can really kind of even out a fight or even kill them before they have a chance to kill me, which is exactly what happened there. And I was, you know, given the opportunity to run back and actually recover health, so I didn't die there.
Yeah, you pretty much dominated.
And obviously we're in team deathmatch, so it helps to you can see that guy trying to get up there. Helps to stick together. So in this mode, so you can really tear apart opponents, and it seems like that's what our team's doing. And maybe the guy who was trying to team kill earlier has kind of learned what's up. This isn't a free for all.
Oh, this is bad for this guy. Oh god.
There you go.
Your whole team was there.
You can see the advantages of working together. And I mean, there's so much going on screen here, just with all the particle effects and everything like that. It's just a really, really cool presentation. And it doesn't seem to be a horribly unoptimized mess. It actually runs pretty well. I've tried this on a couple machines now, neither of which were top of the line. Let's see if we can get this going.
You got it. That's it.
There we go.
Nice.
Okay. Oop, there's another guy right there. Not in good shape. There we go.
That's okay. Did pretty good. Why am I going to spend so much money on this game? God, this is cool.
But yeah, you can see all the particle effects flying all over the place. It's a very exciting kind of visual presentation, but also controls really well and is really kind of responsive. I haven't tried out a lot of different mechs, so I don't know, you know, what the control differences are between the types yet. How significant those control differences are. Oh, here you can see some of the items that are being used there. That guy's dead, but these are shield items. I have one as well. I'll just use it just to waste it. Whatever. There's a cooldown actually. You can see in the kind of the bottom right of my screen, a cooldown started there. But if I stand in the middle of this glowing shell thing, I am protected from projectiles. Nice. So this, you know, could potentially give me a moment to heal or something like that, get away from enemy fire, kind of block off a passage. And since it would also cause explosives to detonate, if I'm really close up and know somebody's shooting a missile, you know, maybe they'll damage themselves because the rocket will blow up on the shield and I will not take damage. Seems like a useful item in multiple situations, and it's nice that I at least do have access to that. So another thing you can do is just kind of hop up these platforms.
Oh my God.
I mean, a lot of people are down on the bottom engaging in ground I didn't quite make it there. But if you get up onto a rooftop, especially if you're kind of a sniper mech or something like that, then you do get, you know, you can really sneak up on an opponent and attack from somewhere that they may not necessarily be expecting, which is what I'm trying to do right now. I'm getting attacked from the right side, and I need to not have that happen. Okay, I'm pretty much back to full health here. I can get back in the fight so that I don't leave my teammates.
Oh no!
Oh, this is a terrible idea. Why am I doing this?
Yeah, there's a bunch behind you.
That didn't work at all.
Oh man.
I just tried to solo a pack of 3 enemies and then another one kind of showed up.
It's cool how much debris comes flying off mechs and stuff when they die though. Like, man, this is pretty much my first time ever actually getting to really see Hawken. It's very impressive. Okay, but yeah, I like the speed of the game. I like the feel of the mechs, the versatility that you have in terms of your movement options. Nailed it. Please walk over there. Okay, I got he sees me. Oh, nice.
So I'm gonna drop my shield. Nope, that didn't really work. I was kind of hoping he would, oh, is that another enemy, or is that my team? I can't tell, everyone looks the same, because we all have the stupid starter mechs. But yeah, I mean, that wasn't the best use of the shield. But if he had, you know, shot a rocket against it, maybe it could have done friendly fire. I think it was potentially worth the risk there. Unfortunately, we don't really have much of a lead anymore in this match. It's 24 to 23. So
nice.
Progress.
That was a really good shot.
See, now that guy. Shield.
Nice.
So there, I just went over a sparkly thing and gained some health back. So I'm going to come over here and try to deploy. Now you can accelerate this healing process too through that tech tree, like accelerate or speed up the rate at which you start healing, because there's a bit of a cooldown process, or kind of warm up and cooldown process on this. So once I stop, I still have to wait for this animation until I'm back in my mech, so I can't just instantly snap out of it either. See there, somebody's deployed a shield.
I like that in that firefight we just saw, though, it was a really good example of the movement helping you out a lot. You totally dashed out of the way of it. Oh, yeah. Toast.
That guy's dead. He did not really realize it was there. But yeah, despite the fact that you're in this huge kind of hulking thing, you still feel very fast and very nice. Personally. Yeah, deployed a shield a little too late there. I also got kind of ganked up. But, you know, it's the type of thing that doesn't feel overly chaotic. It feels like, you know, with enough skill of movement and obviously accuracy and proper manipulation of weapon systems, you know, you can really make a difference, even in these team fights, and even in the deathmatch one. I played one game in just a free-for-all deathmatch. There are enough ways to escape and to recover so that a really skilled player can kind of truly dominate, and it's not just it's through a combination of really those movement mechanics and aiming.
Yeah, I'll be curious to see how the upgrade systems and stuff really make people play really diversely. Whether it's like upgrading their overall stats or whether it's putting specific weapons on a certain mech chassis.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? So one thing I don't know about this game yet is whether, you know, if you're playing for free, if you're not buying meteor points, are you really kind of screwed? Like, are you just...
That's what we call domination.
But are you at such a significant disadvantage that it's basically like, oh, I don't even want to play anymore? You know, that's a question that you ask. Most people ask whenever they see that guy just did a really good dodge
nice.
there. That was well done. I need to get out of here. Oh, there's a guy right there. You know, I think something like PlanetSide 2 handled that really well. I haven't played enough of Hawken to really know if they've done a good job with it. But it seems like, you know, most of the stuff that is gameplay related also has virtual currency tags on it, so that's at least good to see. Like, if I remember when we were browsing through, there was just
yeah, it seemed like the aesthetic items were the ones.
I missed. Here. I guess he wasn't dead. I shouldn't chase over here.
Oh, you
see,
totally
he's healing.
forced that.
There we go. He feels bad now. But you can see how he can't react immediately when that's happening. He does need to take a second to kind of recharge his machine. But this is nice, like, you can just pop over these obstacles, like they think they're hiding behind there, and then...
Oh, that was a really good shot.
Quite get him. I don't know if he's going to try to flank around this side, but yeah, you can just kind of take shortcuts everywhere.
Oh.
Which is nice, especially if you're chasing. Oh, see, he's healing over there.
Nice.
Drop my shield.
That guy's totally coming for you.
Yeah, see if I can pick up as many of these little hull boosters as I can and see if he actually chases me. There's another one.
Nice.
That's okay. Yeah, the approaches that you can come at guys, like I just did that one by flying over a rooftop, and then you just wind up in these crazy situations where everyone's just kind of, it's sort of like almost slow motion tribes at that point where you're just, you know, jetpacking over each other.
Yeah, it's actually nice that they have the delay on that rocket too, because it definitely takes a certain skill to hit someone with it.
Yeah, you got to lead them properly, and you got to take into account that somebody could just do that or that. Oops. Oh, so we got a minute left here. I should probably not be standing out here like trying to ensure our team wins. Although we're up 41 to 30 seconds, so we're a pretty good lead right now. This is not a good spot. But my cooldown has reset on my shield, so I can deploy that, which I'm going to, because somebody found me.
Nice. Just got a kill streak bonus.
See if I can heal a little bit here. 30 seconds left.
Oh yeah, your team totally has this.
I think we should be okay with this. Although it's only 3 kills. You get sloppy over there.
You're back in the fight.
Yes, we can kill that guy. That's right.
Nice.
There we go. Yeah, it looks like we do have it. 10 seconds left. They're not sort of coming near us right now. We're all kind of in the same area, so I think we can pretty well defend this.
Yeah, if only there was a slash dance function.
I don't know, that's a good point. Pretty sure there isn't a slash dance function. Yeah, we won.
Oh.
I guess this is why you'd want to customize the look of your mech, so that last moment. Oh, and right here when you get to see the bragging rights, right?
Yeah, everyone
gets to see how cool you look.
Everyone just looks
Well,
like these things.
Can't always get what
So
you want, I
then
guess.
You can see these progression here. So
I don't
I
know
just
who
gained 1, 2, so I'm up to level 10, I guess. So let's see what I actually got for that. I'm going to go back to, I'm going to leave the match. and go back to the customization menu because I think that unlocks something. Okay, so level 10, customize,
Oh my
and yeah,
god.
I've got a new passive bonus here, so plus 5% armor, which is pretty good. I'll take that, and then I can go over to optimize, and I have another point, so I can allocate that to something. Decrease amount of heating caused by all weapons. That seems very
Yeah, that
useful.
sounds pretty essential.
Yeah, so I'm definitely going to invest in that, and then I should have gotten another upgrade on here. Oh, it's just telling me I got this unlock slot. Anyway, that's an overview of Hawken. I didn't go through all the modes there. There's obviously these two that I didn't check out. There are more maps, more impressive maps than the one I was just on, and plenty of mechs. So as I continue to play Hawken, you can see more coverage on IGN.